a creepy cooking segment, a spooky star program, a crazy comedy sketch from our Media 2 class, Decca's dastardly recycling program, our usual shocking segments, the final hours for heritage candle selling, and a scary sneak peek at the school musical Mamma Mia. All this coming up on today's nightmarish episode of Night Watch. Good morning, Kingswood. Welcome to another episode of Night Watch. We're your anchors. I'm Damon Thurber.
And I'm Jaden Bronk.
And for the first segment today, we'd like to introduce culinary connections, something we haven't had on the show yet. So without any further ado, let's see how to make a brandied apple tart.
Hi, I'm Pat Brito, Chef Instructor at Lake Region Technology Center in Wolfboro, and I'm here with Rydell, and he's going to show you how to make a brandied apple tart from scratch. Rydell?
Alright, so what we want to start out with is some short dough. It's about 3 ounces. You put it in a tart shell, and you want to get about a 1/8 quarter thickness.
All the way around,
Yeah,
right?
all the way around.
Perfect.
And then you want to put that in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then pat it down, and it should look like this.
Nice.
Next, we move on to the flaming process. We crank this bad boy up. And then we want to put some butter on it, about 2 tablespoons. And once you start to hear that sizzling, you know it's good to put the apples on. Ooh.
Okay.
And you want to mix that in a bit just to saute it with get the apples sauteed a bit.
So that the apples are properly coated with butter.
Yes, exactly. Next, you want to put your sugar on, about, again, 2 tablespoons. Then you want to mix that up so it can get incorporated. And once it's all gone, you know it's gonna be done. So you want like a simple kind of syrup.
A syrupy kind of
Yeah.
texture, right?
Mm-hmm. So now, once you're done with that, you take your brandy. You want to tilt it up.
Nice flame, Rydell. Really nice flame,
Thank you.
Rydell. He's under close supervision, by the way.
Then, once the flame is done, that means it's fully cooked all the way. So we want to turn that off now so we don't...
All right, so you're going to start with filling your tart shell?
Yep. What we want to do is we want to fill the tart shell with a pastry cream. I want to take that out first. And you want to mix that in like a nice even coat, maybe 2 spoonfuls.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh, that's going to be yummy.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And then you want to take your apples and you want to fan them out nice and even.
And you did a second batch so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be burning your fingers, right?
Exactly.
That was smart of you, Rydell.
Thank you. And then once you're done with that, you want to put a simple syrup on it.
To coat it so it
Yeah.
doesn't brown.
Mhm.
So thank you, Rydell. Our restaurant is open to the public Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from noon to 1:30. Our phone number is 569-2922. We're open by reservations only. Give us a call. The kids are excited to serve you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Those apple tarts look delicious.
Now we're going to be talking about the STAR program. Over the past week, the STAR program has been selling boograms, along with cards and bracelets. And those will also be delivered today. And now we're going to be talking to Lauren Gilbert on Entertainment News.
Welcome back to Entertainment News. I'm Lauren Gilbert, and today is the first ever birthday edition because today is my birthday. I don't really know what else to say about that, so let's just get right into it. Do you want to dye your hair and become a brunette? Well, you might want to now because JoJo Siwa has changed her golden locks to look just like her Dancing with the Stars partner, Jenna Johnson. Maybe instead of her selling her own line of bows, she can switch to selling her own line of hair dye. I'd say I'd buy it, but I'm already a brunette, so I guess I'm off the hook that one. Steve Harvey's daughter claims that he has had a fashion glow-up and is now considered a style icon. This kind of confuses me because isn't this the same guy who wears a suit and tie every episode of Family Feud? He's like the Steve Jobs of entertainment, except at least Harvey changes up the patterns a little bit. Take note, Steve Jobs. On another note, Paul Walker's daughter Meadow had her wedding this past week on October 22nd. And what makes this moment a little more brighter is that Vin Diesel was the one to walk her down the aisle on her big day. Can anything get more sweeter than that? Why, yes it can. Amazon's Black Friday sales have the sweetest deals in store for you. You can buy yourself a brand new set of AirPods for $50 off, which brings you to a price of $197. Or, if that doesn't make your ears perk up, maybe the thought of buying a cheese platter for only $57.95 will. Now it's time for the movie review of the week. And since I just watched this movie for the first time on Friday, I will be reviewing The Village, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. The Village takes place in a colonial type of era within a small village, hence the title of the movie, and emphasizes the lives surrounding the main characters Lucius, Ivy, Noah, and many of the other townspeople. Their whole lives, they've never been allowed to leave town because of the creatures they call the things we don't speak of. This movie is riddled with plot twists that for sure will make your head spin. I'd rate this movie a 9 out of 10, and you can rate it yourself if you'd like, and stream it on Hulu, Amazon Prime, Google Play Movies, iTunes, or YouTube. That is it for me. Once again, I am Lauren Gilbert, and I'm signing out.
Many thanks to you, Lauren. That movie looks positively horrifying. And attention, Kingswood Theatre students, we have a very important message for you. It's incredible.
Breaking news. We have a special report that totally was interrupting the actual reports. From our field reporter, Ty Johnins. Ty, what's the situation down there?
Hi, Brody. As you can see here, we have quite the predicament on our hands.
Oh, really? Do tell.
I will? Anyways, as we all know, the juice cart in the cafeteria has just been overflowing as of late.
Oh, it sure has. And everyone cares about what you're talking about.
So the juice box is for unwanted juices for breakfast.
If that box is for unwanted things, you better get in there, Ty.
So, the juice is there.
Anyways, that's all the time we have here, folks. Tune in next time for Ty Johnins, the grapefruit juice of reporters. Still crying on the floor like a little baby.
This is a very toxic workplace relationship.
That's showbiz, baby. Catch you later, folks.
Hey, did you know that I can summon a lightning strike just by laughing?
Really?
Absolutely. Watch this. Beautiful, is it not?
I guess.
Anyway, Decca, they're still looking for shoes to recycle for those in need. They'll either be donating them to anyone who's less privileged and may need them, or if not, they'll be recycling them into helpful school equipment. So make sure that you donate any shoes that you might have and not wear. And now off to Bobby LeBrec with music.
Hello, Kingswood, and welcome back to everyone's somewhat favorite segment, Music Corner. And I'm your host, Bobby LeBrec. Today we won't be discussing an album. Instead, we'll be discussing an artist. This artist is an artist that I and Mr. Giesler surprisingly really enjoy. This artist that we'll be taking a look at this week is Mumford & Sons. Mumford & Sons are a British folk rock band formed in London in 2007. The band consists of Marcus Mumford,
Ben Lovett, and Ted Duane. Mumford & Sons has a total of 4 studio albums in their discography, which are Sigh No More, Babel, Wilder Mind, which I forgot existed, and to be fair, never heard of, and Delta, which I kind of heard, but not fully. I heard of this band back in 2012, and I really enjoyed their folk sound. The singer in the band has a lot of energy when it comes to vocalization. Here is an example of one of their songs, and one of my favorite songs, The Cave.
But I will hold on hope, and I won't let you choke on the noose around your neck, and I'll find strength in pain, and I will change my ways. I'll know my name as it's cold again.
Isn't that incredible? I know, maybe half fell asleep or thought that it was boring, but whatever. Their latest album, Delta, which I have yet to listen to, released in 2018. I know, I'm behind. Leave me alone. Also, in recent news, one of the band members, Winston Marshall, decided to leave the band because of an uproar after he praised a book by right-wing social media personality Andy Ngo. Pretty sad. But I think that covers up this band up for today. So let me know what album or artist or song I should cover on this segment. And I'll see you all next week. Now back to Damon and Jaden in the studio.
Many thanks to you, Mr. LeBrick. I love Mumford & Sons.
Well, anyway, now we're going to be talking about heritage candles. This is the last day for you to get as many as heritage candles as possible to support the senior class. A $50 gift card will be given to the senior who sells the most heritage candles.
And now off to somebody who I've never met in my life. I don't know who this man is, but he's doing a gaming segment, so it's probably best we switch over to that.
Greetings, one and all. Damon Thurber here with another installment of Game of the Week. This week's game is the third installment in Nintendo's fast-paced, squid-themed third-person shooter, Splatoon. In Splatoon 3, you'll enter the Splatlands, and through the use of the new respawn drones, launch yourself straight into battle in a 4-on-4 turf war to cover as much of the stage in your team's ink color as you can. To turn the tides of battle, you can whip out some of the brand new special weapons. Roll down the competition in the Crab Tank, a 4-legged machine that can fire a rapid stream of ink, cover a large spread of ground with its cannon, and roll into a ball to get around faster. Become the amazing Spider-Man your childhood self always wanted to be with the Zipcaster, a powerful grappling-type move that can get you right in close to your enemy and right back out when it comes time to retreat. Unleash a powerful sonic weapon in the form of the Killer Whale 5.1, a set of speakers that blast out some deadly sound. When you're not in the heat of battle, the new story mode will quench your single-player thirst. Explore the strange new world of Alterno on a quest to find out just what the deal is with the new, hairier subspecies of Octarian that recently emerged. It's said that all mammalian life was wiped out when the era of the cephalopod began thousands of years ago. But with this new species emerging, everything the Inkling race thought they knew is beginning to change. Dive back into the ink when Splatoon 3 launches onto Nintendo Switch in 2022. And now, back to the news.
Oh, yes, thank you for the gaming segment, you mysterious stranger who I've never met in my life. Speaking of games, we have the final football game at Kennet. That's going to be tonight. Another game tonight is the boys' soccer playoffs at Milford. So, wish us luck. We're going to need it. And speaking of sports, now on to Elliot Giesler with his sports segment.
Y'all know what time it is. Welcome back to the Night Watch Sports segment. I'm your host, Elliot Giesler, and let's get right into the action. It's time to talk about everybody's favorite sport, unless it isn't. NFL football. The Patriots blew out the Jets 54-13, but I don't really care. Let's talk about some real stories. The Kansas City Chiefs, yes, the same ones you remember for making back-to-back Super Bowls, lost to the Titans 27 to, wait for it, 3. Look at this play right here. That is pathetic. 3 points is all the offense could manage against an okay but not even close to great Tennessee defense. But wait, there's more. Patrick Mahomes got knocked out of the game in the fourth quarter by a hit to the head when the game was long over. Way to go, Coach Reed. Way to put your literal life preserver in harm's way. I mean, he'll be all right. He'll definitely play next week, but the Chiefs are literally nothing without him. Things simmered down a little after that, except they didn't. The Bengals beat the Ravens. Now, you may think to yourself, well, the Bengals aren't all that bad. What was it, like 21-24 on a walk-off field goal? Nope, 41-17. Yes, you heard me right. 41-17, which means that after 7 weeks of NFL football at the professional level, at 5-2, the Cincinnati Bengals lead the AFC North and are the #1 seed in the entire conference. You know what? I don't care. Joe Burrow is Giesler MVP of the week. Don't talk to me about Tom Brady or Derrick Henry jump pass touchdowns or anyone, because I will not hear it. Moving to baseball, in more tragic news, the Red Sox lost the ALCS in Game 6, which means, yes, the trash cans did indeed move on to the World Series. The Braves and the entire city of Atlanta finally managed to hold on to a lead and dispatched of the Dodgers in a 6-game series of their own. Game 3 of the Big Dance will be played tonight in Atlanta. The Braves took Game 1 of the series and now look to capitalize on that momentum on their home field. Come on, Braves, I need this out of you. I can't have the Astros winning anything after the crap I talked about them. Ladies and gentlemen, they are back. The NBA season returned last week, and I'd show you the standings, but by the time you see this, they'd be out of date, and we're only like 5 games in, so one loss drops a team from like 1st in the conference to 13th or something ridiculous. So I thought it would be a little superfluous. I hope you understand my predicament. Now, on to the news. To the dismay of precisely, carry the 4, no one with a soul, no, the Lakers or the Nets have not started out on a, very good foot, to say the least. Although the Celtics haven't been much better. For my own sanity, I have to trust that things will get better with time. I mean, Ime Udoka is still in his first year, after all. I mean, that's a good enough reason to start slow, right? I mean, at least we have this Jaylen Brown poster dunk. Whew. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Scottie Pippen with a jump shot. Please never leave, Jaylen. Well, guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't have anything to say about the NHL. Sorry, hockey fans. Well, that's going to do it for me, Knights. Have a fantastic weekend. And always remember, you're still more of a winner than the Detroit Lions. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, I always love the way Elliot gets passionate about sports and his aggressive comments. I love them.
Anywho, now we're going to be talking about college sign-ups. Castleton is visiting for those interested on Friday. If you want to sign up, go to the SCORE program or ask guidance if you need any help at all.
Another interesting event is that during Elliot's sports segment, my good friend the Raven has delivered some extra announcements that weren't initially planned, but we'll just go ahead and read them anyway. Thanksgiving Day baskets. We're returning to our traditional format for students and staff to participate in our annual collection for Thanksgiving Day baskets. The challenge is which classroom will collect the most items and produce the most completed baskets. A-block teachers will play the most pivotal role in collecting items, but there's no reason to limit this to your A-block classes. Be creative and create incentives to encourage school-wide participation. Quoth the Raven, are you interested in joining Saga or learning more about it? Please join our first meeting on Tuesday, November 2nd at 7 o'clock in the Guidance Conference Room. See Miss LeChance in room 129 for more information. Quoth the Raven, registration for winter sports is currently open.
Now we're going to be talking about the Kingswood Youth Center. If you want to sign up, you have to call 569-5949 or text the number 273-6643. Programs are Monday through Thursday after school, so text or call to get all the information you need. If you want to fill out a permission form, it can be done at the www.thekyc.org, or you can email info@thekyc.org, the main office, or guidance counselor office, or your social worker's office. How much does it cost? It's completely free, so you don't need to pay any price, no fees, it's all free. And how do you get there? The KYC staffs pick up students in front of the art center right here at the entrance after school, Monday through Thursday, and a staff member will be waiting for you and make sure everyone else and you get there. And how do you get home? You just ask a parent or guardian to help you at the KYC, which is 565 Center Street on Thursdays, and it'll take the late bus home. And now we have some announcements for wrestlers. If you are a wrestler interested on learning more about the wrestling team, you can contact, you meet up with Mr. House after school next Thursday.
Mamma Mia, the school musical for this year. You can order tickets ahead of time at the Kingswood Theatre website. And to give you a taste of what's in store for you, we've prepared a special sneak peek that will be ending off our show for today. It has been a pleasure to host this episode of Night Watch, and we bid you farewell. Play us off, Mamma Mia.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, this must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I'll forget everything. Whoa, whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. I was angry and sad when I heard we withdrew. I can't count all the time